The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, Gideon go busting out them head. Again, so much oppression poor people face right now. Them crying out for freedom. Them crying out for free speech. Then said them want to stand up like them black liberators, like Malcolm X and Martin Luther. And the ancient monarchy will come pave the way, sir. Free up black people from me tear down them fence, yeah. Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. The Gideon, I'm a Gideon. Well, the Gideon go busting out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we know what.
Blue, Mr. Gargan, blue. Blue till me dance up me toe.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
Deliver me from my enemy, my God. Set me an eye from those who rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity. Save me from the bloodthirsty men. For behold, they lie and wait for my soul. The mighty gather themselves together against me, not for my disobedience, not for my sin, Lord. I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Rise up, behold, and help me. You, Lord God of armor, the God of Israel, rouse yourself to punish the nation. Show no mercy to the wicked, traitor, sealer. They return at evening, holding like dogs, and prowl around the city. Behold, they spot with their mouths, so they're in their lips, for they say, Who art us? But you, Lord, laugh at them, you scoff of all the nation. O my strength, I wish for you, for God is my high tower. My God will go before me with his loving kindness. God will let me look at my enemy in triumph. Don't kill them, or my people may forget. Scatter them by their power, and bring them down, Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them be catching their pride. For the curses and lie which they utter. Consume them in wrath, consume them, and they will be no more. Let them know that God rules in Jacob to the ends of the earth. Selah. At evening let them return, let them howl like a dog, and go around the city. They shall wander up and down for food, and wait all night, if they ain't satisfied. But I will sing of your strength, yes, I will sing aloud of your loving kindness in the morning. For you have been my high tower, a refuge in the day of my distress. To you, my strength, I will sing praises, for God is my high tower, the God of my mercy, Selah.
Up and running, up and gunning. Sticky, Stucky, Sweet TV, Keith Gargan. Cassava, passava, mind over matter. Up and running. So anyway, we see Parliament resume yesterday, Tuesday. Everybody run with for them peace when they want to run with. But we say we not really drink the tea or the coffee when it's hot. Just like how I drink my little we call it meringue tea, right? You know, I don't like drinks when it's hot, you know. I have to warm, lukewarm, right? So everybody run out with them peas, but we wait for the last. I'm say, well, I'm going to dissect my little piece from when we want to dissect and talk about it. So we see Parliament open again, and then we see what go on. The government JLP come out with a pack of lies again. As we know, so them JLP stand for Jamaica Lion Party, you know. But them can't rascal help it. So we see them come out. I depend two person. DARYL Chuck, but he's a justice minister. And then you have the one who has started the show now, DARYL Valls. End time, this is what you say, brother, you know, it's end time. End time DARYL Valls. Right? Enter you see DARYL Valls attack, you know. You see him dep on a thing like this. You ever meet him dep on a thing like this? I scratch him nose stop just so. And Joel is a style, you know, when I tell lie, he hear from his throat. It's like something at a crackle in his throat. And these are the fucking things. These are some really politics. Boy, I tell you, people them lie. So them have to find something. Them all have a style, you know. But DARYL Valls, I kind of penetrate him from another day. I mean, notice that him do. All the while I talk, apart from I look down to him right, and I look down, him there on a thing like this. I touch him nose. Just watch it. Watch him in a this. Touch him nose. Why him there on him nose like that? But because when them tell lie, and it lie, and they know say, well then, boy, they know them just tell a big lie, you know. So, that is disguise. Yeah, man. Touches his fucking nose. What upon him nose? So they all have them style when they tell lie. Well, yeah. So we are dissect them two nastiness here. So we are talking about DARYL Valls now. Him start the show. Because I'm on a very, very wicked pressure, you know. Because remember him say, well, then some bus supposed to come. The rest of the bus supposed to come from what? 2 months ago. And now at January. After him say 120 bus, 110 bus, something like that. And only 60 they come to Jamaica. And the rest, all the rest can come. So him have pile up the whole of shit on him. I say it explodes upon them, you know. It explodes upon them right now in a way. We don't know. But him try to ride it out. But the United States pressure upon them as well. About the extradition, rascal thing where I see a boil upon people that talk about. And if it not go so, it go near so. Because something have to go on. Because Uncle Sam watch them. Uncle Sam always watch them. And the next thing with DARYL Valls do again, you know. The guy come and tell a pack of lies. And then Dayton Campbell rebuke him. Then the liar now who know laws, because he don't know nothing about laws, Isaac Buchanan, want to put some question to him regarding what I say. Him run gone. Make sure them gone and talk about, that's what them do all the while, but them have a different engagement. Them take the Jamaican people for your, me I tell you to blood fire, you know. Yo, these people now, sir. I don't understand these people. They just take Jamaica people for idiot. So when Isaac come out now for really, as I say, boy, I'm not going to bother again because the person who want to put the question to is dig up and gone, run gone. That's what them try to do. Them try to avoid question when them do a press briefing. Try to run on the clock all the while. That mapped woman when named Morrison, and she feel like he's smart. Although them select journalists, you know, who to come and talk, now ask them no really tough question, you know. Apart from Dion Jackson Miller. But what them do, them run on the clock till when time run out, and they might have just one person, and that person will go ask a question, or some soft rascal question. Them things they can't go in the first world country, you know. only in Jamaica, under the Jamaica Labour Party. Believe you me. Yeah, man. So, you're going to what they must say. I want to check blood clot DARYL Val's thing what am I doing upon him nose, scratch. Yo, sometimes you have to take bad thing and make laugh, To be truthful, you have to take bad thing and make laugh. But anyway, we're going to hear where DARYL Sucker say first. Because he want dangerous one too, Call himself Justice Minister. I don't know where him get it from. Call himself Justice Minister. He's an unjust minister, as far as me see, and as far as me know. Very unjust minister.
Practicing them also. Because I used to practice in them, and
Just listen him.
I can tell you, they're in the best
Him sound like a girl.
Member from Portland Eastern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Minister, my question is in relation to the amendment to the stipend. The stipend, the increase in the stipend. Now, what would be the purpose of increasing if there is possibly a contemplation that the extinction of the Jury Act would take place? That's the first question. It seems that we're celebrating something that is going to be pulled away from us. So the next thing, I do take the point that in relation to the abolition of the Jury Act, that it lies with Parliament, but we actually take our instructions, or we are representations of representatives of the people. The jury system, or trial by jury serve as the last bastion of hope, protection from prosecution from the state. So it's a case where persons must even have a feeling that they're being tried by their peers. Even in today's, what peers look like is a bit different, but that the aspect that the layman is participating. So we invite citizens to participate and encourage them to participate in the voting process, but here it is now they're being excluded, and the power that they're to have is being taken away from them. I wonder, Minister, if sending such an important function...
Member, please...
it's a question. This is the question now.
Make sure.
Yes. I'm wondering, Minister, if this function is a function that ought to be sent to a joint select committee before consultation by the very public who is actually using. That's just one. You want, and the last aspect of it, the idea of the constructions of the court. Very, very interesting the way you presented it. In that the Port Antonio court, it actually sits similar to most of the Black River courts, and most of the courts that were some of the courts that were destroyed in terms of the location. I'm wondering if I'm asking if a consideration of a reconstruction in the same space with more sustainability to the categories, because to a category 5 disaster, because when I think of the court that sits in Port Antonio, I can also think of the Port Maria court, which is situated right there, and there is a sense of mental health therapy that comes with the location of a court, even the one in St. Elizabeth that was destroyed. So I'm wondering if when that...
Watch him face now. In the light of the blood truth, watch him.
Hurricane-proof structure.
Like a bullfrog.
Disappearance of the location, because it means something to a lot of persons, including those who use and practice the space. And that's, thank you.
Member from Eastern Portland, you have not attended a joint select committee as yet. But the purpose of a joint select committee is to do the very thing you said should be done. In other words, the joint select committee is basically to invite representation from the prosecution, the defense, lawyers, and other stakeholders. So the idea
A different thing about answer, you know. Him not answer the question straight, you know.
to express themselves.
He not answering the question straight at all.
For us to drill
Not try for your
what we want,
flip flop.
but to hear from them how they feel about the truth. You want to?
You see him can him not answer the blood clot question straight.
What happens
The man well aware of that. I know that him fucking ask you.
is the very people who are interfacing with
Just like the spin fucking things, man.
they're usually left out, notwithstanding. So even when we speak about prosecutors,
Remember, I know,
defense attorneys,
the learning lawyer talk to you, you know, little idiot.
it is the layman
Chuck.
that I'm speaking about and
No,
its
but
inclusion.
remember, for instance, once you set up a joint select committee,
You still upon it again, you know.
advertise for anyone.
Something different completely. You have blood clot idiot can understand that.
Sometimes you get submission from prisons. Sometimes you get submission from everywhere.
These blood clot labor right them, you know. Them not, yo.
You get dozens, hundreds. So no one is excluded. So bear that in mind, okay? So it will be an opportunity for all stakeholders, and I mentioned in the presentation, and the public, to let us know how they feel about what you and I and others may consider a very important feature of our democracy, that the people can participate in juries. But your position and my position, we are not going to impose it on everybody. Let us hear from them how they feel, okay? In relation to courthouses, most of the courthouses, you know, remember that our people live on the coastline, and our towns are on the coastline. Now, it was very sad what happened to Black River. That's a court which, amazing, which just spent close to 100 million to fix. We still haven't even finished paying the contractor just to see everything collapse.
You see it? You saw them blood clot fool. Spend $100 million for fix, not billion, and them don't put on no hurricane strap on it or protection. You see the one blood clot idiot? So you can spend $100 million. So if you spend $100 million and don't pay the contractor yet, so why the tap blow off? If you put on strap on it for that amount of money, we say them are people, you know, them call educated fool, you know. Them talk some things and don't realize and them foot them a shoot themselves and them fucking foot. Or even them head too. Because if you're gonna spend $100 million to fix something, or never consider to put on the hurricane strap on the top. So that means if the hurricane come, the top will really intact. You see, sometimes something that's why I say, my life you just go through and dissect them things and just point out all them people that call themselves minister, all them are educated fool and fool when it comes to some argument. Because this don't make no sense. You should never even say that. Because you're going to spend $100 million like a lot of money, not to build something, you know, but to fix a place. And the first thing we're supposed to consider is to put on the hurricane strap on the top of the thing. And when they go tell me, so now they come talk that, yo, no, man, no. I'm not seeking on yourself.
So you will understand.
On the fucking, how can we understand what?
The Prime Minister, and I know he has said it, we have to look at where do we.
You see, this is what I'm trying to say, PMP now, it's hard, you know. And this is my problem, you know. Because they're supposed to come back with what me I try to say. If you spend $100 million to fix somewhere, and you never put no hurricane strap on the top to hold down the top, just come back and lick them with that. So, but both sides are gay still, you know. And that, Isaac should come back with him pan. I don't know what go on. Because if a labor right, they want to see that loophole, that you call a loophole, you know. That you call a loophole. Him just talk something. Oh, yeah, him spend $100 million to fix somewhere, not put in a new building. But yet, they never consider say hurricane if you put on the strap on it, kind of on the strap in the first place. Now we do something now. Like we do a partial rebuilding. Yeah man, they're supposed to lick back on him on that. But them shiver at themselves. Because you know what, Watch him. He might look for the answer there too, you know. PMP clap back on that, you know. Watch him.
Locate the Black River town.
PMP really a gear still, you know.
Part of the town. You know, it's not going to be on its own. And quite frankly, the port and town of court is in good, excellent condition. We wouldn't even want to think of moving it. Okay?
Member from St.
Yes,
Thomas Eastern.
Thank you kindly, Mr. Speaker. Minister, I'd just like to ask, I welcome, and all citizens of St. Thomas will welcome the courthouse. But I'm asking, how much per month will that courthouse cost?
First of all,
Minister Mike, Minister.
I can tell you, the government will be purchasing the court. So it won't cost us annually. Obviously, the payment might be over 5 to 10 years, and that will be known in due course. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Drew, why you can't give an answer now? But then people are really playing some game, you know.
A statement. There's a slight change to the order, so we will now have a statement by Minister Vaz, the Minister of Energy.
Member from Portland Western.
You're the liar that come out, what star the show, the liar star. This is the liar star, you know. What star the show, star the lying party at this moment in time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me use this opportunity to wish for you and the staff of Parliament and my colleagues a blessed New Year, rather than a Happy New Year in light of Melissa and the continued effects on our people. I take this opportunity at the first sitting of Parliament for 2026 to update the House and the country on the most important aspect of our nation's recovery, and that is electricity restoration. In response to Hurricane Melissa's, Jamaica Public Service activated a best-in-class restoration model to systematically restore electricity nationwide. As a result, 491 of 542,000 customers who lost power have now been restored. Mr. Speaker, this means 92 to 93% of the customers have been...
You just watch, we call it Christopher Tufton. Sit down and watch eyes him book, because I know so well then he might chop some big money, you know, in a film department, you know. And him, because, well, I tell you something, you know, but it's something of them thing that I really watch, you know. Yeah, man. Christopher, and I look, just looking upon him eyes then, or I look and him eyes up and down, and I watch him movement. Because I know what I go on. I look. Them say thief, I like to see thief walk with long bag, you know. And I just say it there, you know. Yeah, man, let's watch Christopher Tufton. Eye movements.
Been restored in record time. As I speak, Mr. Speaker, 51,000 of close to 700,000 customers are without power. 51,000 of 700,000.
Lie.
Jamaica's restoration response has performed well above regional peers and is close, if not best in class, with a level of recovery that is commendable.
Tough tongue, no lie, I tell you.
Disciplined execution, collaboration, and professional leadership. I would like to thank and express the country's gratitude to the management and staff and contractors of the Jamaica Public Service.
What of them ministers you feel, you know?
Special commendation
What of them feel?
to the CEO, who continues to work tirelessly every day. Madam Speaker, Westmoreland has 34,603 customers. At this point in time, 17,096 are out.
PLM, I tell you now.
Remains out.
Dayton Camera go rebuke him.
46,145, 18,300.
And I apologize as well.
Out, or 60% on.
Look on him, I tell you lie bluntly.
Let me just pause to remind Jamaica and to remind my colleagues that in December, Westmoreland was at 18% restoration. That was the middle of December. We are now at the middle of January, and we are now at 49%.
Lie. Pack of lies.
16,733, only 2,799 are out. 17% remain out. St. James, 62,455, only 8,287 remain out. 13% in the second city.
Lie.
Trelawney, 21,019 customers, for which only 2,501, 12% remain out. Manchester, 49,438, 2,001, 4% remain out. And St. Anne, 47,334, 723 customers, 2%. The rest of the island has been fully restored in all other parishes. Mr. Speaker, these figures must be understood in context. Despite one of the most devastating natural disasters in our history, Jamaica did not experience an all-island blackout. Following the hurricane, 23% of customers retained service. This is as a result of investments in the grid, solid preparation for the hurricane, outstanding execution. Hurricane preparedness resulted in the proactive mobilization with additional linesmen and equipment on the ground before the hurricane made landfall. So just to put it in context, the JPS had a team of foreign contractors in the island before the hurricane hit. And subsequently, we brought 2 more sets of linesmen, approximately 300 linesmen with equipment that landed here. The linesmen landed here between the 15th of December and the 23rd of December. And the equipment, one set of equipment arrived here on the 27th of December and one on the 1st of January. So in real terms, the 300 linesmen that arrived there before Christmas couldn't do much. But they didn't have their equipment.
Man, tell her to make it tired to us.
Equipment came. One company has been on the ground for 3 weeks and the other for 2 weeks.
Lion is tired me out, brother.
As it relates to the recovery. What is even more interesting is that when I made a statement in this house, there were many on the opposite side that were totally against it, led by the leader of the opposition. And I can say happily that good sense has prevailed. Good sense has prevailed, and everybody is posting what their success is in Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth.
Minister.
Misleading.
You're lied, man. Misleading. Lied, son of a gun.
The minister is misleading the House. The position of the opposition on that matter was that he had indicated that the necessary resources to restore the grid was $350 million US. And he came here to say that the government would be advancing essentially 100% of the cat bond proceeds to JPS as a loan, 150 million US, and he had nothing to say about the other 200, which he said was needed. And we were asking, how is it prudent to proceed in that way? He has flown off the handle, got extremely unpleasant about it, and has still not answered that question, incidentally. We were never against providing financing to JPS per se, but it was the absence of a proper coherent plan to fill a gap which he said existed. He said existed. And he has still
I'm say that for true, you know. Him say it true. And I deny them blood climber people that, yo.
The actual cost of restoring the grid is. But he's indicated that this 150 million seems to be adequate to do it. I don't know where the original 350 to 400 million dollars US, which was what was being touted back then. What is the story with that, Minister?
Watch him.
Mr. Speaker.
Watch him.
Mr. Speaker, I would ask Hansard
Yeah.
to be reviewed. When the statement was made that they were not in support of the $150 million.
But I lie, you know. The man said, you hear him say it, you know. It's 350 million, him say. It will cost the football Jamaica 100%. But him they're gonna rascal give the lend the JLP, the JPS 150. Well, loan them 150 million US dollar. And Mark Wally now ask him, what am the next 200 million? Because it's 350 million, so 150 million loan to the JPS. So it must have an outstanding balance of 200 million. Now he must come to about he must ask answered. That is something, you know, when you say something, you can't go back. Just like a rascal at camera, somebody come to your business place, you can't go back and run the camera and see who. And that's what I'm about, you know, if you ask, answer, and nothing go so. But you go hear him or have to really come and apologize. When Dayton Campbell really put it to him. This brother here, man, me say him at the star for the Lion Party. First fucking day Parliament resume, them come with a pack of lie. Him and Delroy truck. Or them people that can really sleep at night, I don't know. Yo, look at him. And you look at him. All right, you want to play tough, go and play tough.
Until we knew where the rest of the money was coming, and therefore they did not want the $150 million to be dispersed so the people could get back light. The people want light.
On a line of blood clot, you know.
Mr. Speaker, let me put on...
And the nastiness them a clap, you know. And a beat bench, you know. That's where them get paid for, though. And thief. We tell lie. When them tell lie, them beat bench. That's all them a get paid for. And not doing nothing to support lie. They don't give a fuck about the people themselves.
Record, so I can done the argument once and for all. The $150 million that was asked for at length.
You must say billion now.
That is on the table at this time to this government. We have no discussion or communication, verbal or written, about anything other than the $150 million to bring back light by the end of January.
But a liar pussy all this, man.
So until something comes to me, there's nothing that I can tell. What I can say without fear of contradiction, that if we had followed them, we would still be waiting on light till the end of this year because of their bad mind.
Oh, God. Tell the people and give me the case.
2.5 months after the passage of a Category 5 hurricane, important milestones have been achieved despite extreme engineering challenges, access, and constraints. All major hospitals and health centers have been restored, ensuring continuity of essential health care.
Lie, I'm telling you.
The Black River Hospital got back light on Christmas Day. There has been 93% overall restoration of all National Water Commission pumps and water treatment facilities supporting water security.
Man, I tell Pierre Bumper, you know.
And I say congratulations to my colleague, Minister Samuda, for his hard work and collaboration on this matter.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, long-term system resilience is being strengthened including the use of polecrete to improve resistance to pole uprooting, fiberglass components and transmission lines designed to withstand Category 5 conditions, and network redesigns to reduce cascading and domino-style failures. Restorations continue in Hanover, Westmoreland, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Elizabeth, where the work is focused on the most complex last-mile challenges. Mr. Speaker, I want to indicate that as a nation, we must be clear about the reality of the remaining work. In the Western region, what remains is not simply restoration. It is a redesign and rebuild. The final phase requires infrastructure redesign and full rebuilds, compounded by access challenges including new line routes, land access, installation of thousands of poles, and conductors stringing over long distances. Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I went to Westmoreland on Thursday and I witnessed 324 poles and 15 miles to get light to the Roaring River NWC station. That in itself is going to bring back approximately 50,000 customers in Westmoreland. Had to be done, despite the fact that when you connect NWC, you are only going to get about 1,000 other customers. You know why, Mr. Speaker? Out of the 51,000 customers that remain, about 21,000 are not ready to receive electricity because of the level of damage in their districts and their communities.
What a boy
So
lie,
when I
man.
say that we're going to get 96% by the end of January,
Let's look out for it. Dayton Kemla come really
and take out the 21,000
put him brass slot in
not
place.
ready for electricity.
And we have to actually apologize.
Almost full restoration in the timeline that the government
Because we are coming with facts,
loaned the money. We
not
have got
illusion.
performance that we desired, Mr. Speaker, despite the naysayers. So let me just indicate, Mr. Speaker.
Watch my touch of him fucking
Let me
nose.
just indicate that we are on track and we are going to be in a position to reach there even quicker.
You know the donkey truck,
We had originally
not
said
real truck.
January to end of February. But based on the work that has been done so far, we will use the month of February to try and get those 21,000 customers back up. And we're going to do it strategically, Mr. Speaker, because we're going to use a JSIF house rewiring. We're going to target those 21,000 customers to help them to get back light quicker. And we're going to use the grants that are going to be announced for rebuilding. We're going to target those grants from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security to those 21,000 customers in those communities, because I suspect that one of the reasons why they are not ready for electricity is because they don't have the resources to put their house in a position such as that. So, Mr. Speaker, in one instance, 40 miles of lines were rebuilt with over 1,000. 5 minutes, Mr. Speaker, 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, the member's time for speaking has expired. We ask that it be extended by 5 minutes.
The request is on the floor. Those in favor, those against, the ayes have it. Minister, you may continue. 5 minutes.
5 minutes of pure more lies and fuckeries. Yeah.
40 miles were rebuilt with over 1,000 poles from Ferris to Cross to Hodges, Westmoreland to St. Elizabeth, to restore just 2,000 customers. Mr. Speaker, restoration decisions are guided by societal impact, not just customer count. The importance of Roaring River National Water Commission Pump Station reflects the prioritization of critical facilities in the restoration strategy. The restoration of services of this facility requires the building of 340 poles. And as I said before, we will get approximately 50,000 customers. Mr. Speaker, this is the good news when I close. you'll recall that there was a first of its kind emergency mobile power generation solution implemented at Treasure Beach on December 15th, engineered to safely provide electricity under the unprecedented conditions. Fuel logistics, load management, and system protection were carefully planned, and specialized equipment, including transformers, required to achieve the correct voltage. These solutions are not limited to Treasure Beach and are now being supported by heightened engagement with members of Parliament. Darlington will shortly, by next week, benefit from a solution supporting health center, police station, tax office, and the Maud McClough High School and Darlington Town Square, Clifton Boys Home, and surrounding communities to ensure continuity of essential public services and economic activities. The Magotty Hydro plant was utilized to create a Magotty Island, which restored thousands of customers while the rebuild and transmission lines continue. So, Mr. Speaker, by visiting last week, I realized that Darlington is in the interior. So it would take many months to get there. So they are using a special generation to do Darlington while they work from the seaside coming up. So it's a two-pronged approach. Mr. Speaker, what I can say is, as of today, by January 15th, 93% of customers are expected to have electricity restored. Restoration of the Roaring River pump in Westmoreland by January 15th, and the deployment of emergency mobile generation in Darlington the week of the 18th to the 24th. Continued partnership with local community leaders, members of Parliament, councillors, and leveraging local communication channels to provide updates on estimated restoration timelines will continue. The only thing that I will say, Mr. Speaker, that we are still not at yet, which I hope to be at shortly, is some kind of projection of those 50,000 customers in the communities as to when they can expect to get back light. It will be a projection, but it is required, because at this point in time, those 50,000 customers are the last mile. They are anxious. They see everybody else getting light around them and they don't have light, and all they want is some kind of estimation as to when will they get light. So I spoke to the JPS before coming here today, and they have told me that they will provide me with that and continue to update the members of Parliament and the councillors and the citizens in the various areas. So I expect to have that by close of business tomorrow. So, Madam Speaker, I will stop at that just to say both Flow and Digicel are almost fully back up, based on the fact that every time more customers and more areas get light, that helps them in terms of getting their systems back up. So, Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, let me thank the country, let me thank especially those persons hardest hit for their patience, for their confidence in a good government led by Andrew Michael Otis. Taking hard decisions and standing by them. But more importantly than the decisions is the monitoring to make sure that we get what was promised and committed to us on behalf of the Jamaican people. And I close by saying, commitment made, commitment kept. Help continues to be on the way. May God bless Jamaica, land we love. Hear, hear.
Member from Kingston East and Port Royal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I would like to join with the House Leader who earlier welcomed back members to this segment of the term for this financial year, and also to extend the best wishes to the Deputy Prime Minister, who we haven't seen in a while. We hope that he will be fully restored. He's doing well, very, very, very well. Mr. Speaker, the Minister of Energy has reported, and I believe a bit prematurely, because in his last statement, we were told that the government was going to commit some resources, 150 million US dollars, to enable JPSCO to achieve full restoration of our country by the end of January. So sometimes we hear February creeping, but yeah. But I will give the minister the benefit of the doubt. And listen, we
Which
take
fucking
no
benefit of
pleasure.
doubt you are giving?
We take no pleasure.
You, Peter, you,
in
Paul
people
well, me not
experiencing
understand you, you know.
lives.
You are
We
too, me don't
want
know what you are dealing.
Jamaica
Give
to have
benefit of the
fully-
fucking
a
doubt,
fully
brother.
restored grid
You know, I tell lie,
and
you tell you give
100%
benefit of the doubt.
of our people having access to electricity. And that
You never hear a JLP come to talk them way there, you know. And the same you, Paul well, you know, I truth me I tell you. Because me not really partial. Because me have to just call you out, you know. You are the same person who did really support Juliet Wallace to be the leader of the house. You never fight against it. You come out and embrace it and second it. Remember that time there? You, when you have 14 MP. So I never forgot, you know. And now you come to about you give a liar man the benefit of the doubt. That's why I don't know what PMP. So you know, some are owning the PMP, like the woman them stronger than owner. Like even Angela Brownberg. You come to about you give only two manners of and soft, brother. Or you cannot give him the benefit of the doubt and a lie tell. Because Dayton Campbell come out, come rascal, show him up. And you come to about give him benefit of doubt. Because you may have to look on you different, you know, Philip Halley. Me believe, you know, me know. Because look how Margot and look on him. Yo. And I brother up, I look on him too. Just deal with the man rough like how him deal with, you know. That's why I'm blood clot, me don't know. Me don't know. I go and listen on it still. Because it just fucking piss me off.
no time did we berate the government
Blood
for trying
clot
to
about
assist in
benefit
the
of the doubt.
funding.
Benefit of fucking doubt.
What we had a difficulty with was the arrangement that we were told about. And we still have a problem with it. Because what the minister has said today is that those 50,000 customers in Westmoreland and elsewhere are not going to get their electricity.
By the end of January, 30 of the 51,000 will have back light. It is the 21,000 that is not ready to receive light that we have to work with through JSIF, through MLSS, and through whoever else to get them in a position. You're not even in the parish, so shut your mouth. You're in Clarendon and you have all of your light already.
You're the brother so arrogant.
So, Mr.
Jesus.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker,
And the damn dirty speaker now said nothing.
member is misleading the House.
That stinking pussy hole Leroy. We want to name.
30,000 of the 51,000.
Him now do nothing, you know.
And the other 21,000 we will work with as quickly as possible.
Minister.
But it is beyond.
Minister.
It is. I'm on a point of order.
He's already on
I'm
a point of order.
You sit
He's
down.
already on a point
You
of
sit
order.
down.
He's already on a
You
point
sit
of order.
down, madam.
This nasty piece of Leroy, dirty bumble hole, we call Leroy, house of, speaker of the house, you know.
Not yielding. Order, and I'm
He's
not
already-
yielding.
What is what?
I'm on a point of order. and
He's already on a point of order.
On the other fucking point, not fucking point of order.
Here. You happy? You happy? You happy? You happy? Yeah, me say if you're happy. Yeah. Madam, Mr. Speaker. Mr.
Members.
Speaker, Mr.
Members.
Speaker, can you turn on my
Members.
mic? It's not on. It's red. Mr. Speaker.
Let me just address the situation. There's a certain decorum that we are accustomed to in this house. And if we go outside of that, then there are rules and guidelines that we can use to bring it back. Do not allow us to go down that road.
So why never rebuke him when we tell people shut up and sit down?
The minister rose on a point of order, and you allow him to continue.
Shut him out, man, go away.
Continue to go down that road, then we will use the standing order accordingly. Continue, Mr. Minister. Turn the mic on.
Let them bias your fuck.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thief, lie, bias every fucking thing in a one.
Clarification. The 51,000 that are out as of now, 21,000 are not ready for electricity. We are going.
The man come and shout, you sit down. Sit down in a parliament. And all these things. And him just speak of the house and him rebuke him. That could never happen in a place like England. I'm here to say, and then them come talk about it. So them just one-sided compromise. Them is not, yeah, me tell you something, man. That's why me don't know. You can't continue, man, like this.
Use the rest of this month to work
Can't continue
with
to blow up.
30,000 customers who do not have light, who can be restored at the shortest possible time. What I am saying, to make it clear, is that we have no control over that 21,000. JPS can only move when the infrastructure is in place. And we're going to use JSIF, and we're going to use Ministry of Labour and Social Security, Ministry of Local, whichever government collaboration we can do to target that 21,000 in those 4 parishes. We will do so, our 5 parishes, Mr. Speaker. I thank you for your understanding, and I hope now that the matter has been cleared of the mischief.
Shut your mouth and go about clear. You're not clear, just be gone.
Member from Kingston Eastern and Port Royal. Okay.
Mr. Speaker, the minister, while he was speaking, on the mic, officially told us on this side to shut him out. Yeah. And I heard nothing coming from you.
Yeah.
Speaker of the House.
Piece of shit. You Leroy, blood club boy.
I believe that the uneven application of the
Yeah, look at dirty pussy hole, Leroy. Yeah, let me tell you something, you see.
Acceptable.
You know, say nothing about that, you know.
So the students in the gallery is also one that is unacceptable.
I tell him, big man, shut them out and sit down. And you are the leader of the house and you don't say nothing. Lot of people, them is, watch him, watch the nasty piece of shit. Look at him. Should be ashamed of your fucking, yo.
Member from St. Andrew South.
I cannot baggage as a party. Andrew always get them from about the fucking speaker of
You
house.
raised on a point of order. You made a statement, but yet you're the same one that when you sit down, you continue to do the same thing.
Watch him fuck up.
No, you're not. Stop.
Stop what?
Because you're doing the same very thing. You're having a side chat.
What am I say? What am I say? What the fuck am I say? You say them people, yo, let me tell you something, you know. You want something to happen in America when the blood trap you, them storm the parliament and give them some fuck, yo.
To have your say? Because you do not have the floor. And you continue to do the same very
Pay for creator, brother. You're just a bias. Little piece of shit, that's what it is.
Member from Kingston Eastern and Port Royal, you may continue.
I don't know them have them germs about them out of speaker now. Just like Dread Wellness. Pure nastiness them.
Mr. Speaker, on the 25th of November, the Minister had announced that for the provision of the $150 million, the government will be ensuring full restoration of electricity by January, February. I have a copy of the statement right here. It says full restoration. It says full restoration. January, February. So the question is, yes, the question is, are we on track to achieve that? Because the information that I have received, and we take no glee in this, is that we are not going to be able to get 100% restoration before April, based on what is necessary to carry out the so-called last mile restoration. So, Minister, I want to go back, therefore, to that discussion we had in Parliament on that day, when we were told that the full amount that it will cost the JPSCO to restore electricity was $350 million, US dollars. I think the country deserves an explanation. I don't think a minister can come here and give that amount of money and not reflect on that, not come back to say to us it was a bad estimate and that it was in fact 150 million. It requires some explanation. It requires some explanation. And we are insisting on that. We are insisting on that. The minister had also mentioned, that in lieu of that 150 million, the government has set certain terms in the agreement, in the loan agreement. And we have not yet seen a copy of that, and I'm hoping that the Parliament will be able to see a copy of the loan agreement so that we can put it to full scrutiny of the Jamaican people.
Yeah, that's how government run.
Value for money. Again, I want to commend the workers of JPSCO. I want to commend the workers, right? I want to commend the people for the patience that they have displayed. Right? I want to commend the representatives of the people who have been working alongside JPSCO to ensure orderly restoration. And I'm really hoping that we'll be able to meet that deadline. But I suspect, Minister, we're looking at April. Perhaps you can clarify that. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Member from Westmoreland Eastern.
Yes, I get nice now, you know.
Thank you very much. I didn't make a first one.
Right, yes, I get nice now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, through you to the Minister, sir. In the statement on page 5, it says that in one instance, 40 miles of lines were rebuilt with over 1,000 poles from Ferris Cross to Hodges, Westmoreland to St. Elizabeth, to restore approximately 2,000 customers. Is the minister aware that that is a proposal and that has not yet taken place? There is no rebuilding of lines that has taken place from Ferris to Hodges in St. Elizabeth. To go further, Mr. Speaker, there is
a lad blood clot valves, man.
JPS in eastern Westmoreland that is currently with electricity. Not one. Of the 17,000 persons, customers in Westmoreland that are currently without electricity, over 10,000 of them are from eastern Westmoreland. Approximately 60% of them are from eastern Westmoreland. They say the substation is paradise. To come, so you can service Darliston and Betheltown and other areas up in the hill. And then from Magati, so you can service White House and other areas down on the flat. They have a proposal to do that restoration. But as of today, there is no customer in Eastern Westmoreland with electricity supplied by the JPS. None. Not one. Not one single solitary one. One dege, none.
But a disgrace that.
No. Mr. Speaker, I met with Mr. Hugh Grant. I met with Mr. Hugh Grant, the CEO of JPS, and a group of members from JPS who are currently stationed at Sanders in the White House division in Eastern Westmoreland.
What in face now? What the fuck a liar face? Can't believe so well then the thing will backfire upon him, you know.
Member from Central Westmoreland. Right? No. The plan is to put a generator in Darliston so that you can serve the school, the police station, the health center, tax office, and I've asked them to go down as well to Clifton Boys Home. That is a plan to do so. We will still not have any electricity up in Betheltown. When we say that there are persons who are not ready to receive light, that is true. And that is also not new. That is certainly not a Christopher Columbus moment. Because we said it from day one here that over 5,000 houses were totally destroyed. As a matter of fact, the member from Western Westmoreland was criticized and accused of crying crocodile tears when he said, why not take the money to rebuild the houses because you can't give light to people who don't have houses. No. The minister said in his statement as well that 21,000 persons are not ready to receive and that JCIF will be working with them. Now, as far as I am aware, not ready to receive means that the structure is not in place. What JCIF wrote to us about are for persons who already have a structure in place and would not apply to that 21,000. It would not apply to the 21,000 who don't have any structure. It would apply to the persons who need wiring of a structure. That is totally different. It is easy. Easy, Mr. Speaker. It is easy. It is easy for members in here who have constituencies.
What him bomb my whole face now?
Electricity.
Truth lead him.
Member.
For members who have electricity to say anything they feel like.
I do understand your emotions. I do understand.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's blood clot now. What must I say?
Allow me to speak, because I am speaking now.
Yeah.
I understand your emotion as it relates to representate
And your emotion
the people. But the spokesperson made his presentation. I am now asking you just to concentrate and focus on the questions and not to make a presentation. All right?
What must I say? The fucking people are really out of order.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Continue with the questions.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I asked him about Edmund Rich. I have the privilege of representing the people of Eastern Westmoreland. And I think when they elected a representative, they elected one from among them to go out and make representation on their behalf. It is easy, Mr. Speaker, for members who are not affected to laugh and say anything they feel like. It is much different when you have an entire constituency of over 30,000 persons who currently do not have electricity. It is totally different. It's affecting their households, it's affecting their businesses, it's affecting their livelihood, and the idea that we put a generator in Darlington is one that is welcome. Can we also put a generator in Betheltown so that the residents within Betheltown can also benefit from electricity? Because it is not true that all of them are not ready to receive electricity. There are persons there who are ready to receive electricity. But the plan, Mr. Speaker, is how long, the question is, how long will it take us to restore the electricity from the substation in Magati so that the people from White House going all the way down to Cave can receive electricity? And how long will it take us to continue the extension from Paradise so that we can go through the areas in central Westmoreland and get into eastern Westmoreland, because we're currently not even at the border of eastern Westmoreland. It is unacceptable, Mr. Speaker, that one constituency in Jamaica has 0 persons who currently have electricity. Unacceptable.
Indicate very clearly that the information that I've shared today is coming to me directly from the management of the Jamaica Public Service. I will be addressing PostCap tomorrow morning.
So something in me here, you never know nothing when it's come to talk.
To give a response, informed response, to the questions that have been raised here today. And let me just make a clarification, very important clarification. Westmoreland has 34,603 customers. 17,096 are out, or 49%. The government of Jamaica does a lot of good things, but what we could not do is direct where Melissa made landfall. And therefore, a lot of what is being said here is not because of any other reason of the geographic location of the landing and the damage that was done. So when a member says that it's unreasonable for one constituency to be out of light, the fact of the matter is that our plan will bring back light much quicker than any other plan which was going to take us to the end of the year. Let us not forget that for a moment. Secondly, let me indicate very clearly that those houses and communities that are ready to receive light, we will continue to restore between the 13th of January today, straight back to the 30th of January. At which point we'll have a better idea as to the projection of those that are not ready for light. So again, I want to clarify, because the member makes it seem as if that the work has stopped today. Restoration continues. Restoration continues and will continue. What I cannot say is, when will the 21,000 customers who are not ready for light? I cannot answer that question today. But as the time goes by between now and the 30th of January, we will be able to get a clearer vision on that. So I fully understand the sentiment of a member of parliament in a crisis like this. Because I myself is a 5-time straight serving MP, so I know it. Been there, done that. So all I'm saying, let us be reasonable, let us be rational, because whatever you say, the performance of the restoration of electricity in this country after Hurricane Melissa is nothing short of miraculous. And we will continue to create the miracles as we go along. And the good thing is that there's a command center in White House, real time, where the members of parliament and the councils and the mayor and the stakeholders have full access. That never happened by chance. That happened by a direction from me as a member of parliament, knowing the trials and tribulations, so that you have access at the top to be able to get updates to give your constituents. So let us not go apart from that. We will continue, Mr. Speaker, and everything that has been raised today will be responded to tomorrow morning at postcard. And if there's anything that comes up after that, you are feel free to send me any message. And if the information that I've gotten is not correct, and I find that out tomorrow, I'll be the first one to withdraw and apologize for the bad information that I was given to send on to the country. That's how I operate every day, all day.
Member from Westmoreland Eastern.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, just so that the records show what was actually said. At no time, clarification to something. At no time did I accuse the JPS of stopping the work, which was said just now. At no time. To the contrary, Mr. Speaker, I said that I met with the CEO and his team, and I said that they have a command center from which they gave me an update. That is what I said. The minister also made reference to the trajectory of the storm and where it landed. I'm happy that we are now concluding that it did make landfall in eastern Westmoreland, because that is something that we have denied for quite a while. And, Mr. Speaker, it doesn't matter about the geographical location. A generator can be placed in Betheltown. It can be done, sir. Right? It can be done. And 150 million US can buy a generator for the people in Betheltown.
Mr. Speaker, I figure because it is the start of the year, you have been rather lenient. I speak from a constituency.
Yeah, this is a piece of shit.
From a constituency that was also tremendously damaged. With that said, the order of the House has to be maintained. The member is quite capable and has shown that he is quite capable of asking questions. Anytime he does not do that, he elects not to do that, it is to push other agendas that should not be allowed. And I am saying that
Shut your damn nasty mouth, Flight Green, and go away.
I am not imputing motive. If you just allow me, the agenda is clearly to make a statement.
Look at him. Look like a fucking eng pan nail. Look like a little eng pan nail.
Capable of asking these things as questions. And I'm saying to say to the members, I'm saying to say to the members to ask the question.
You look like a little piece of eng pan nail. You look a Flight Green.
I'll respond off mic. He's been trying a long time, but it now work. Now go work, remember. We will now have a statement from the Minister of Water, Environment and Climate Change.
No.
Before before the minister takes his turn to make his presentation, there are a number of persons, a number of members Member from St. Andrew East Central, you do not have the floor. Will you take your seat? The member from Portland Eastern, mic is on. Minister, you don't have the floor as yet. Member from Portland Eastern, your mic was on for a while. Go ahead.
My mic was on.
Mr. Speaker, the minister has taken flight, so I'm not sure if I should still ask the question for the purpose of the record, because I don't have all.
The member from St. Andrew East Central. I will advise you, sir, you don't need to shout across the floor. Your mic is on now. I recognize you. You can now speak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I had 4 questions for the minister, and the minister has left. And my mic was on for a prolonged period. How do I treat with this?
They deliberately do that, you know.
You had some question to be directed at the minister that you said left?
Yes.
They deliberately do that. Cut and run.
Your question.
They know what they're doing.
So, Mr. Speaker.
Your mic.
This will get really, really annoying. But you know, that's where DARYL Valls knows so well then some more hard question will come to him and him run and gone. That's what they fucking do all the while. Yeah. That's what them do all the while. Cut and run. So Isaac Buchanan say, well then, it don't make sense him really say what I'm going to say. I'm going to wrong him on that. Don't wrong him at all. Because the man, DARYL Valls know exactly, you know, so he have a lot of things to answer to, you know. Because him not on point, PLI Mattel. And so Dayton can come and really put him in place. And then, and something where him knowing, or something where him say, somebody give him, so he come in the parliament, come read out something where you don't have the facts. So how can a government run like that? Me not understand. So you see him have to take himself quick and fast. Because what do not happen now, more shame will come upon him. So him don't want that. And that's how them do them rascal thing. You see for England and them place in a civilized country, that can't happen. I have to stay there and answer question. Once in a part of that ministry. So I pay bagger go on. Yeah. Pay bagger go on. So yeah. So we leave it at that, yeah, man, because, you know, at the end of the day, I just that me really want to come really dissect and really, bring over troop on my channel. So we out and running, out and gunning, out.
A big sound up here, big tune.
Ja oli Emmanuel I wo ja Gideon I'm a Gideon the Gideon I'm a Gideon the Gideon I'm a Gideon well Gideon go bustin' out them head again so much oppression poor people face right now them crying out for freedom them crying out for free speech then said them want to stand up like them black liberators like Malcolm X and Martin Luther and the ancient monarchy will come pave the way sir free up black people from me tear down them fence yeah Gideon I'm a Gideon the Gideon I'm a Gideon the Gideon, I'm a Gideon, well, the Gideon go bustin' out them head. I listen, I see, I the power of the Trinity. Give us the teaching of His Majesty, and we no want no devil philosophy. Not tentacle from man's skin is abnormal, significant well to the color of his eye. Remember all the war long in 1935.
This is Sticky Stucky Sweet TV with Keith Gargan. Good, healthy food with the X Factor. So give it a like, share, subscribe, and touch up that notification bell. And that is it. Look at that.
On Sticky Stucky TV. If your finger is not sticky, subscribe. But if your finger sticky, do not subscribe on Sticky Stucky TV. Big up